our Rally Legends Day, if you were here back in May, it seems an awful long time ago, was it even last time we were here? But it was a bustling day, a day that kind of inspired a few ideas from myself, but also more importantly from the hard-working team here at the Motorist. Alec Howard and his team decided, you know what, we're going to do it again, and we're going to go even bigger, and we're going to keep doing this. So this is something that we're building. If you're here, you were part of that story, because we were full of rally cars last year. Of course, we have a busy time this year. We did it for the we did the first of these Rally Legends days. We spent all the freshly built rally cars here on display. We have 4 rallies going on this weekend. We've got the Jersey Rally, the Mall Rally, we've got the Harlech stages, we've got the Ashby stages as well, which isn't taking place too far from here, over in Wigan. And then we've got the 50th anniversary of the Pacemaker Road Rally, which is quite fitting really over in Derbyshire, because the Pacemaker is an event that will feature in the stories we've got for you from the Motor News Road Rally Championship tonight.
trucks. We bought it back in 2017, I think it was, and then now it's just been revamped and gone back to sort of clubman level Quattro of the 80s.
And did you get a flake on that?
Ugh, I wish I had done, but no, we got a few spares, so that'll do me.
Well, I don't know if you're allowed to mention this, so tell me to stop if I'm going too far, but you prepare this car inside a military facility as well, which I love.
Yeah, I tend to pick my postings and where I'm going, depending on access to airfields and things. It's free testing.
When I do my council tax, if there's any other comments, I always put I'm quite happy to fund any rally car builds inside the military facilities.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So we'll always take that on board. As there's not many cars out there that are under armed guard, but this was one of them.
Group B Rally Quattro under armed guard. I'll take that every day of the week. Now, Pete Ellaby's hanging about, which is a bad thing to do when I'm wandering around with a microphone. You're stood next to a rally car, which is just down this way from me, so we can get some feedback. It's quite well themed for our event this weekend, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, it's an event. It's a replica of a car I rallied in the 70s on the news rounds. And I built the car 10 years ago to do primarily stage events, but I've started doing a couple of road events with it this year. So it's just something I've always driven as a mini.
So you were joining us tonight, I know, and you joined us at the last one with John Millington, and there was a great moment. I took a photo and I sent it to John afterwards of you and him going through results from the rallies back in the day when the results were written down on bits of paper. It was magical, wasn't it?
It was pressure. I mean, stage events, you plan, you know your route, you know where you're going. On the motor news events, an hour before the start, you're given the route, the navigator's got it plotted, and you're straight out, and you've got to believe everything he's telling you. And like I say, it's a pressure event.
And you didn't just turn up and do the event, you turned up and actually battled with the big names on those score sheets. You appear on many of them. My dad's got scrapbooks from the 80s, 70s and 80s, and you appear on most of the 70s and early 80s.
Yeah, we had some. Doctronium was our favourite event, and the first motor news round I did in 74, Stocktorium, we seeded 50 and we came 8th. And then in 1975 we were seeded first North East crew at 21, which is the motor news round commanded the top 20. We had, on the road we would have finished 3rd overall behind Mick Bryant and Kevin Vidian, but we were demoted down to 6th because of a wire came off ignition switch on a neutral. We dropped 2 minutes. If you take the 2 minutes off our road time, we beat Ron Beecroft and John Millington by 42 seconds on a 75 stock Onion.
For those who don't know, names like Ron Beecroft, Mick Bryant, we're talking about former Motor News champions here, John Millington, who joined us at the last Rally Editions events. These are huge names in the world of rallying back then. They all went on to big things after that in the sport, but those days they were the kings of the lanes, weren't they? To be competing with them and to be able to say that had it not been for X, Y or Z, you would have been in front of them is pretty cool.
Well, I think 2006 was the last year Mini could be competitive because Escort went through 4 and the Mini just couldn't compete on the lanes with them. Twisty bits, yeah, but on the long straights they were pulling under 20 mile an hour on us. So the Mini's like finished being competitive in motor news round, I think, about 6. But they had a good run up till then.
They did have a good run up to that, so did you. We'll chat through a few of your stories today.
unless you were Roger Clark or Andrew Dick, satellite team for you. And he got to pick his teams, so put them on the guys that review the mechanics on them. How long the story, like now, you have to go to the factory and do a lot of PR stuff. I bet you don't even get to see the car mechanics until a few weeks before the rally. So far away. Hang on. Stop right there. I think that's what it's like. Now, this next to that's what 3% party built outside works, facilities such as the team have gone to really the car that you see inside the motorist restaurant inside the Arnold, which hopefully is where you're going to be enjoying your breakfast if you're not breakfast sometime this morning, is the car that was crewed by Colin Larkin and Richard Linson. This car really should be called the London to Yugoslavia car, not the London to Mexico, because famously it only made it as far as Yugoslavia, delivering a headline that Ford weren't really plugging for. A truck pulled out in front of that car at the scene, damaging it beyond even the talents of the works for mechanics at the time, and they were forbidden trades. So although that car originally competed in that livery that you see in there, it actually works for its going back, doubling the rally money.
It's just a sound for me. It's what you need in a car.
It's what you need in a car, bit of Group A. Did he do you proud there, Chris?
Excuse me, mate. Okay. Give me the keys. You're up in the gate.
Chris, did he do you proud there?
Oh, yeah, proper man, yeah.
It looks excited about the car, as I was when it pulled up. It's a smart bit of kit. It led, obviously, to many world championships and inspired many of us to get in the sport, didn't it, Tommy Mackinnon, one of these?
Yes. Everything it's in line, yeah.
What do you like about it?
It's pedigree, it's just... what's it?
How long have you owned it?
53 years.
Now, one of the microphones a bit touch and go, but your stories are okay, so we'll continue with it. So you've owned it for 15 years. One of those cars back in the day that you thought, I've got to have one of them one day.
Yeah, 15 years. Done 15,000 miles in it. It's good Alabama. Track days, all over the country.
Please tell me you went down the manager in Manx Rally.
Yeah, got some good digs. The car's fully modified for me. I've done it on the shelf, fixed keynotes in works. It's active. It doesn't run the back box.
So ironically, with automatic collection, and this is 100 years, you almost put it in the spec, haven't you?
Yeah, we're not the back box. These were car. These are toys rather than not. Nothing compared with the Group A vehicle. It's just a standard vehicle. Standard Evo, basically, to be honest. Kids love it.
Kids do love it, but the big kids love it as well. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for bringing it down into relevance.
Today
when did I last see you actually? I was trying to think about this earlier. I should have checked EWRC, but I don't want to cheat.
I've not done anything since I was
Right, I'm pleased, because that's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say that, and then you go, I've been up 3 times and seen you 3 times since then.
IRC last one. It's been the kind of music's got the manufacturer for it. And they're saying the Infinite Wisdom decided to have an original for in UK. So it's not eligible for rally now, so what an original floor back in.
Where would one find an original floor? I didn't know that actually, but where would one find an original floor, Dave?
Yeah, well, the rules say that you must put the original floor back on, which probably got thrown away in 1981.
Well, you didn't get thrown, I probably got swept off the floor of the workshop.
That's it. So I've had a lot of Chinese on it for about 80 quid. So that's, I've got to take the quarter plate steel floor out, there's resistant holes as well.
Okay, so as long as it's original shape and spec, then you're okay.
Yeah, my floor's it's a flat blade, it's got no wrinkles or creases in it like standard floors. But I've got a quick little floor and it's got wrinkles and creases. So it's original.
I can sort of understand that logic. I did think originally you had to put the original one back in, which would be like a magic trick when you've got a time machine, you're not going to do that. So RAC again, you didn't know you're an NC on the intro.
I'm having a year off this time. We're going to get the car. I've got 2 rally cars, I've got 2 S-Classes. It's tossing which one to take out this year. I've got a full historic one.
What a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a full historic one. I built it in 2010, for an engine for it, so I ended up with cross flow in it. And that ended up parked ever since. But we might wheel that one out, but I don't know yet.
How wrong with a crossflow? There's something about the sound of a crossflow, especially a nice one. So RAC next year, the target?
Yeah, I'll probably do something before that, which we've been talking about reponing in February. Corresponds to my girlfriend's birthday, so I'll probably be away somewhere hot. I don't know, I'll probably do a season on that next year, maybe try it on and stuff like that. A few.